Hello and welcome. Today we're checking out a mod for Skyrim called Moon and Star. To start it, I think I just gonna fast travel to a city. And a courier should find me to start it off. Alright, let's just wait. The mod did say that the courier might not appear immediately, and that you'll have to wait until they do.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Okay. I hope this letter finds you well, for Skyrim, Morrowind, and the Great House Lalu are all in need of your strength. A grey threat from my homeland of Morrowind has migrated to Skyrim, and though I nip at its heels, I fear that I cannot bring it down alone. Please, if you care at all for this land and her peoples, meet me at the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood as soon as you can. Mandin Halalu. Okay. Yes, just by the name, apparently I do remember this from the description. You don't need to wait for the courier, you can just go to Riverwood and start up the quest by finding them in the inn. But yes, just by the name... Just by the name Moon and Star, it should be obvious to those that know Morrowind lore that it's going to be Morrowind related. This has got to be the guy.
Can I help you?
Oh, okay, we're not sitting?
Can I help you?
Yes, hold on, stay right there. I believe you sent for me.
So I did, Dragonborn. Amazing. You possess so much power, and no one could tell by looking at you. Back to business. As neighbors, Skyrim and Morrowind share more than a border. Our fates are intertwined. We must look out for one another. As such, when a famous criminal from Morrowind was spotted in Skyrim, I was dispatched by House Lalu to find him. However, he is too deadly for me to face alone. I need a hero's help. This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned.
Okay, well, one second, guy. I gotta turn up this guy's audio. He's pretty low. Okay, let's see. How's his audio now? If it is a matter of justice, then I will gladly help.
Excellent. You are as noble as they say. Nonetheless, I would feel guilty without rewarding such valor. 500 septims awaits you, if you succeed.
Oh,
I tracked
that's
the
all?
criminal to a village southwest of here called Little Vivek. But after that, the trail went cold. However, you may have better luck.
You have any other information about the criminal?
Not only is he a fearsome combatant, but he is silver-tongued. If he begs for his life, do not believe a word he says.
What will you do in the meantime?
I will continue my investigation elsewhere. I have another lead I'd like to explore. I'll be sure to contact you if it bears fruit.
Okay, I'd better get started.
Wait, before you go, take this ring. The criminal is known to wield enchanted blades, and this may protect you from them. Happy hunting, Dragonborn. And many thanks. You are doing both Morrowind and Skyrim a great service.
Yeah, for those that don't know, the city of Vivek was destroyed when the mountain erupted, when Red Mountain erupted after the events of Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind. When the giant rock floating above Vivek fell from the sky and destroyed the city. Vivek was no more. But even before then, I've been delving into Elder Scrolls lore. Yeah, I shouldn't be running to this. It's probably really far away. It is. It's all the way over here. Even before then, like, Vivek is the name of one of the tribunal.
Reforming the Dawn God.
He's one of the 3 gods. One of the false gods, that is, that stole the power of the heart of Lorcan and made themselves gods. Let's see. Is anyone awake to sell me one of these horses?
I take care of the horses and the goats and the chickens. Ugh. And the garden.
Can I help you?
Okay, we're gonna wait till morning. But they stole the power of Lorcan, made themselves gods, and after the events of Morrowind, when they die, or lose power, I guess I don't know if it's optional for the player to kill Vivek. But that doesn't necessarily mean you do. But regardless, he still loses his power.
Card for the future? That's what I'm here for. Good enough for me. It's the one with the saddle.
And afterwards, because of the return of the Nerevarine, and the loss of faith in the tribunal from the people of Morrowind because of the events of the Elder Scrolls 3, the 9 divines gain popularity there. Like, it's in the lore that the religion of the Empire gets pushed in Morrowind after the events of Elder Scrolls 3. Like, it fills the hole that the tribunal, the loss in faith in the tribunal left. The reason I'm getting into this is because he said this city is named Little Vivek. It's obviously refugees from Morrowind that have been displaced after the eruption. So to me, if I hear that they named it Little Vivek, I'm thinking either they actually still have some amount of faith in the tribunal, even though the tribunal are dead, or maybe I don't know. I'd be surprised if they were actually people that used to live in Vivek, because I feel like of all the cities in Morrowind, Vivek got it the worst. With the giant rock falling from the sky and decimating the city that is. But we will see. Maybe it's just a callback to Morrowind. And that's the end of it. Maybe that's the extent of the reasoning behind it being called Little Vivek. Regardless, I am very curious to see how much homages and callbacks this mod has to Morrowind. Surely it's got to be full of them. Unrelated, but I guess somewhat related to callbacks. There's a mod called the Cowl of Nocturnal that lets you go to Hammerfall. It lets you go to Hammerfall to get the Cowl of Nocturnal there. And it's a pretty extensive... They're gonna kill my horse. I should actually fight them. This always happens. I ignore enemies and they kill my horse, then I gotta buy a new one. I gotta get a new shield. I'm tired of this one. I'm tired of this one doing this, like, the distortion thing. I don't like the distortion. I mean, it is a very good shield. Maybe I should just use my other one, my Aetherius one. Not as good. And the effect is weird, but... it doesn't distort my vision. Okay, I hope this does not, like, aggro my horse, but I want to see if the effect of this shield works on it. It does! Spectral horse! I can ride around on Spectral horse. Oh, hey, what's up, Lydia? You made it. Spectral Lydia. Oh, God, I saved you, Lydia. You're welcome. That saber cat was about to kill you. I saved your life. But back to that Hammerfall mod. I actually, like, did a big chunk of the mod. I was gonna do it for the channel. That was my idea, was to do that mod. And I was gonna present it as, like, a mod pack and everything, because there's a bunch of mods that add on to that Hammerfell one. That add a bunch of stuff to Hammerfall. Like, oh, you can do Dark Brotherhood stuff, you can do Blade stuff. There was all these additional mods, and I was like, this seems cool. This seems like a cool thing to do. Like, not only will we get the Nocturnal quest line, but we would get all this additional stuff as well. And I got about, like, an hour in. Actually, it was more than an hour. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's why I don't like this shield. Because it's instinct. It's instinct to bash. I saw that on the ground. I guess that's one application of it. You can, like, focus one enemy down. Oh yeah, that actually is very nice. Okay, hold on. I gotta adjust the audio again. Now I think it's too loud. Like, every different game I do requires different audio balancing, and it's always a hassle remembering where the perfect spot is. If I don't do, like, a bunch of Skyrim videos in a row or something like that, but Forsworn Missive. But yeah, so I did a good amount of that mod before deciding just to not actually use it for the channel. Because one, the Call of Nocturnal mission is very good.
Someone there?
Like, it's very well done, the Call of Nocturnal mission. But it's like a Thieves Guild quest that is just puzzle after puzzle after puzzle. Instinct to bash. But the main mission in that Hammerfell, in the Nocturnal one, is a Thieves Guild quest. And it's like, doing it on your own time is fine and fun. But in terms of a video, I was like, this would be extremely boring. Like, most of the missions in it are like,
Time to end this little game.
you're just like looking around. You're alone in a building and all the doors are locked, and you've got to look for the one lever that is hidden somewhere to open the next door, and you just do that over and over and over again in a lot of the areas. It eventually changes to be more than that, but there is a lot of that stuff in it. But a lot of the areas are very cool and unique, that's for sure. There's like a segment where you go to Cold Harbor. That was neat. And at first I was like, all right, so maybe we won't do the majority of the Cold Harbor or the Nocturnal quest if the majority of it is extremely slow paced. And instead we'll do the add-on content, the stuff that adds Dark Brotherhood quest to it, the stuff that adds Blades quest to it. And I was a bit disappointed when I actually got into that stuff because I thought it would be more extensive. I thought it was going to be like actual narratives, but it is not. There is like an initial setup quest for both, for like all that stuff. And then after that, I'm not even doing the right quest. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? Lydia, let's get out of this place. What? I've come to the wrong place. But yeah, what I was saying, a lot of that add-on stuff, all it does is add like Radiant quests. There's like an initial setup, and then after that, it's like nothing. It's just Radiant quest setup. So for people that enjoy story and don't enjoy repetitive Radiant quests, it is like really... Alright, I was wondering why we were gonna have to go so far over there. I was distracted, okay? I was talking about other stuff. Alright, let's go check out little Vivek. But yeah, so for those that don't enjoy repetitive Radiant quests, it's very much not worth it. So yeah, after discovering that, I was like, no. I was like, I cannot use this stuff for a video. Not for a, like, maybe like a summary video, if it was like a shortened summary video on like on a short form channel, but long form, no way. No way I could not use it. I'm just gonna ignore this spider. Okay, this is an interesting place to put this. You just kind of put like a little landmass in the middle of here. Oh wow, there's some effect on the water that's making like the reflection different colors from everything else. That's curious. Oh, it's making the Stalthram armor green like that. Pick up the criminal's trail. Okay, hey, what's up?
What's this? A new visitor to Lathvasi Canton? Welcome, welcome.
Has anyone passed through the village lately?
Many fine travelers have graced our halls. Are you searching for anyone in particular?
Yes, someone powerful.
Well, there was one gentleman who passed through. He wore armor made in Morrowind and carried a pair of beautiful blades. Naturally, I took his armor as a sign and offered him the position of Chief Ordinator of Little Vivek and my personal aide. But alas, he declined. That thug Balron must have offended him. He spent entirely too much time talking with that guest. Azura only knows why.
Why, hello there. What can I do for you today?
Let's see. What? Okay, here we are. Same question.
Oh, of course. We get visitors every now and then. You should ask my husband if you're looking for someone. He just adores talking to visitors.
We already did that.
Hello.
So Balran, whoever that is. None of those questions seemed relevant to what we're doing.
Welcome to Salisa's Trade House. What can I do for you?
Have you had many visitors lately?
I'd run a pretty unsuccessful business if I didn't. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone powerful and dangerous.
I'm afraid I can't help you. Sorry. I have a strict policy of customer confidentiality.
Surely we could work out some sort of deal.
Sorry. I'm a merchant, not a mercenary. What's for sale is on the shelf. No more, no less.
So far, the additional voice acting has been pretty nice for this, though. This has got to be the guy.
Something you need, traveler?
Have any visitors passed through the village lately?
Yes, though few of note.
Who were the ones of note?
A curious question. More curious from a stranger. Something you need, traveler?
Invocation of Azura. Yeah, let's get in his personal chest. He doesn't tell me what I need to know. We're breaking in. Search the ruins of Cagranar. Lady Celise has suggested that I start a journal. She says that I speak so little that I must have many thoughts that I never voice. This is perhaps true. She says this is unhealthy. I disagree. I cannot think of anything else to write. So far, this has not been helpful. It has been 3 weeks since my last journal entry. I do not feel unfulfilled. Nothing notable has happened. I suppose this will be my last entry. Though I hate to waste the parchment and leather. Oh, okay. There is plenty of stuff in here. Cagranar. What that immediately makes me wonder about is if Is this ruin, is Cagranar in base Skyrim? I'm presuming not. Since this is a mod after all. And if it's not, it makes me think that they just named it after Cagranar. And just change the name a little to Cagranar. And for those that don't know, Cagranar is the guy.
Somebody help! Never should have come here.
Cagranar is the guy that made the tools that allowed the Tribunal to become immortal, and he's also the guy that was responsible for the Dwemer race in its entirety disappearing. He's also responsible for this, like, giant colossus getting made called Numidium. But that's very unrelated. That's Numidium is pretty cool, but it's that's more like Daggerfall and Morrowind. Because in Morrowind, the entire plot is that, like, the main plot is that Dagoth is trying to use the Heart of Lorkhan to make this new god, Second Numidium, which is a giant colossus named Akulikon, where the original Numidium was named Anumidium. And he's basically trying to mimic the original Numidium. He's trying to replicate it so he can conquer Tamriel. How do I get in here? Well, this is inconvenient. The map marker has pointed me to the wrong thing. Okay, here we go. I should ride my horse up to the door. It's probably going to be safer over there. But yes, it's odd that, like, the Numidiums played a big role in Daggerfall and Morrowind, but the majority of people did not play Daggerfall or Morrowind, so they have no idea that these, like, massive Dwemer Colossus creations played such a pivotal role in both. Though one was still active in Daggerfall, the original Anumidium, whereas Morrowind is just trying to get one active and not succeeding. Because there's a whole thing about how the Tribunal gifted the original Anumidium to Typer Septim, and he used it to, like, conquer. He used it to, like, really mess up everybody that got in his way. He used it as part of his army, but they didn't give him the Heart of Lorkhan, obviously, the Tribunal, because they needed it to maintain their powers. I guess we're looking for a key. But yeah, Typer Septim had a different power source crafted for it to use the thing. Okay, this is inconvenient. What are we doing here? Dwarven marriage pendant. The first answer, oh no. The book has but a single page, and its text is in ancient Dwemer. You cannot read it, but someone has scribbled a rough translation. Powerful magic given from 2 souls, it binds with an ancient force. Is it this? Good thing. It's a good thing I looked at what those necklaces were called. Oh, yes. Instantly, I can see the reference. This is supposed to be Sunder, one of Cagranac's tools used on the Heart of Lorkhan. One of the weapons that Nerevar acquires in Morrowind. Is this door locked as well? The mightiest weapon in all creation, with it mortals become gods, for only it can slay time. Is it the quill? Is it a pen is mightier than the sword kind of thing? Apparently it was. Lydia, I'm just gonna leave all these dragon bones here. I don't even know why I have them. I don't need those. And that is another of the artifacts used on the Heart of Lorkhan. That is Wraithguard. When cold, it destroys. When hot, it creates. Let it encase your heart for what lies ahead. When cold, it destroys. When hot, it creates. It does sound like a metal riddle. Like something about when steel is cold, it destroys. If it's like cold steel and it's forged into a blade, and when it's hot, you can use it to forge a weapon, right? So maybe it's the ingot? Didn't like that. I did it. I did the bash. I'm just gonna put a bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, malachite ore does not seem like the answer for anything, but we're just... Lydia, get rid of that thing. Is the answer solid Dwemer metal? No. Oh, I didn't see the steel ingots. It's definitely steel, right? I knew it. I said it. I just didn't see those. Hey, what's up? The Nerevarine, sure, okay.
Last you arrived, I've been expecting you, Dragonborn.
You know, from the description that they gave, I was wondering, because this was full of Morrowind references, and they're like, oh, he was in Morrowind armor, you know, presumably bone mold, and I was like, are they gonna make it the Nerevarine? I should have said something. I did wonder if this is where they were going with it. Who are you?
My birth name lost me. To the world, I am known as the Nerevarine.
The Nerevarine, you were supposed to have disappeared.
I did. You may have read that I left on an expedition to Cagranar 200 years ago. That much is true.
Why did you leave?
A thirst for adventure, and no small amount of hubris. After I defeated Hersine on the Isle of Solstheim, Tamriel felt so empty. I'd beaten a Daedra Lord. Nothing else could challenge me, so I left.
When did you return, and how does no one know? Also, that answer is pretty unsatisfactory. What about all the stuff about of making sure that the Ashlanders and the old ways are respected, like the original promise of the Nerevarine? You just kind of bailed on them, didn't you?
I arrived back on Tamriel about 200 years ago, and no one knows because I willed it so. I could not bring myself to face any sort of false heraldry. Not after what I'd done.
And you're just gonna tell the first guy you meet. You don't know who I am? You know who I am, the first thing you do? Hey, what's up? I'm the Nerevarine. What have you been doing since you returned?
Atoning. I've wandered Tamriel in secret, helping where I can. I can never erase my failures, but perhaps I can overshadow them with new successes.
Now, if I was to kill this guy and take off his helmet, I wonder what he would look like. I wonder if he would look like the cover art guy for Morrowind with the like the crazy hair going back and like the face painting. What does a legendary hero have to be ashamed of?
When a hero is absent, plenty. When the Red Mountain ravaged Morrowind, when Daedra invaded all of Tamriel, where was I? Where was the mighty Nerevarine? Thousands slain, heroes among them, and all because I had to satisfy my ego.
Now, there is some weird lore of Morrowind in present day. There's like this floating island after what happened with Red Mountain. There's like a mysterious floating island coming to it. What that has to do with anything, who knows what they'll decide with that, but it is interesting. You never know. Maybe they'll decide that the Nerevarine is on that. He's bringing a floating island to take his people away. You never know. Let us speak of the present.
Of course.
And I'm talking about like actual Bethesda, not like what's gonna happen in this mod. You know who I am?
In a way, I know you better than anyone else, Dragonborn. The weight of destiny lies heavily on your shoulders. You can see it in your stride. I carried it myself once, long ago. At first it was easy. It even felt empowering to be so important to so many. But time passed, and I grew tired.
The real question is, when are we gonna get an Akavir game? That's probably so far off, it's unreal. Like an Akavir game is probably like 30 years off or something. Hopefully not, but probably. But it would be neat to get an Akavir game and to see the lore sprinkled out throughout that game as to what the Nerevarine had been up to since then. Except that he would still be alive, because he does not age. So he still would be an Akavir if there was an Akavir game. Potentially part of a plot if they chose to base one there. But okay, why are you here?
The answer to that lies in the name of these ruins. Cagranar, named after the Dwemer's chief total architect, Lord Cagranar.
And you think he left something here?
Not just something. When Tyler Septim united Tamriel, he did so using one of Cagranak's weapons, a giant golem called the Numidium. I destroyed a second Numidium 200 years ago, but recently I heard rumors that a third lay dormant in this very room. Such a weapon is too dangerous to exist. I've come to destroy it. I could use your help.
Sure, man, let's do it.
I'm glad to have it. If it awakens, let me draw its attention, and give it everything you've got. Follow me.
Well, all right. Sounds like they are, including all this stuff that I just talked about. No, you can't call this a Numidium. This is just a big Colossus. It is big though. Oh my god. You've got this, Nerevar. I believe in you. Frozen, a volley of frozen shards. I want to do something ice related to it. Sure, let's do ice volley, but I also need some healing. I see, it's a gimmick fight. I can't tell if that did anything. I'm gonna presume not. The Heart of Lorkhan fight. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, I see the levers I didn't pull yet. The Heart of Lorkhan fight is also a gimmick fight. So I'm not surprised that this would be as well. I'm really not sure what I'm supposed to be doing now, though. That's one gone. It seemed like When the beam was red? Okay, I thought so. Okay, I have solved the puzzle. Lydia, what's the hurry? Okay, now... Do I have any arrows? No. Okay, that's not working. Oh, never mind. He did it. Good job, Nerevar. I knew you could do it.
Well fought, Dragonborn. It seems that Golem was not a true Numidian, but I thank you for your aid nonetheless.
If not a Numidium, then what was it? It was just like a double the size Centurion. A Numidium is like a 100 the size Centurion.
It seems a guardian of some kind. Perhaps this place had some personal significance to Lord Cagranar. I cannot say for certain.
I'm glad I could help.
And help you did. You're quite impressive, Dragonborn. It has been too long since I fought back to back with one I can call my equal. I have no riches to offer you as payment, but I can give you a weapon instead. Which would you prefer? A bow, a greatsword, or a one-handed mace? Very well. Thank you again, Dragonborn. If you ever need advice, seek me out at the Shrine of Azura. Farewell.
Okay. Oh, some guy's trying to come up to us. Lydia, how do I open this door? Hey, you!
Ah, there you are. I was beginning to worry you wouldn't be leaving that place at all. Now, if you would be so kind, could you return that ring I lent you?
How did you find me?
Is it that surprising? House Hlalu sent me after this man for a reason. Finding people is what I do. Now, the ring, please.
Definitely weird that House Hlalu would want to assassinate the Nerevarine for some reason.
How disappointing. To give me such a lifeless trinket, when I'd hoped for one that glowed red with that traitor's blood. A true shame. That coward is not worthy of mercy. And after allying with him, neither are you.
Are you out of your mind, dude? What do you think you're doing here? Lydia, kill this man. Lydia, what are you doing, Lydia? Murder him. I command you. All right, Lydia, you're taking too long, Lydia. I messed up. I turned him into a ghost. Get him, Lydia. Stab his ghost. Look at him. He doesn't know what's happened to him. He's terrified. Hey, bud, I've got a surprise for you. I've got a surprise. There. He got what he deserved. Honorable writ of execution. The Nerevarine, the aforementioned personage, has been marked for honorable execution in accordance to the lawful tradition and practice of the Morang Tong Guild. The bearer of this non-disputable document has official sanctioned license to kill the aforementioned personage. Target rumored to be headed for Little Vivek in Falkreath Hold. Engage with extreme caution. Well, okay, he said that he went to the Shrine of Azura. I think the Shrine of Azura is up here. I just want to make sure my horse comes with me. How are we gonna get up here? Saarthal, that's another place that that has interesting lore tied to it. It's actually the first city, the first Nordic city. When they came to this land and settled here. Who is this guy? What are you doing?
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me.
He's not important. But yes, when Ysgramor and the Nords arrived on this landmass, that was the very first city that they made, was Saarthal. Now it's like sunken into the ice like that. But yeah, I think maybe this mission, or maybe this mod was much shorter than I expected. Which is not a bad thing, but yeah, it seems like more than anything, it was just a nod to Morrowind. We'll see. We'll see if the Nerevar has anything else for us to do. I'm gonna expect him not to. But yeah, it seems like it's just like a love letter to Morrowind from a fan of it, is what this mod seems to me. How very inconvenient. Leave me be, dragons. Leave me be, wolves. I'm trying to get to Azura. Nerevar, save me. Come on. Come on, we can do it. Would have been awful nice if I already had this shrine unlocked. There we go, I did it. Leave my horse alone, dragon. I command you. Too bad I don't have the bend will shout on this file. I would just shout at the dragon and make him fly me to the shrine. There seems to have been a much easier way to get to the shrine. I could not tell from the map, and I did not remember. Oh god, this horse is gonna die! No, I should have saved! I should have saved! Oh no, I'm fine. I'm alive. I'm alive. It's just the horse that's dead. The horse is okay too. Everybody's okay. I fell. I'm just gonna leave the horse. I fell into the world. That's even worse. Hey, bud, what's going on?
It's good to see you again, Dragonborn.
Why are you at the Shrine of Azura? Well, it's because this dude and Azura have history.
Azura guided me on my quest to defeat Dagothur. She still offers me guidance and aid from time to time. In turn, I pay her my respects when I can.
Beings who are to be guided from the darkness into the light, and from the light into darkness.
Do you mind, lady?
It's good to see you again, Dragonborn.
I came for advice.
I see. I'll help if I can.
I live under Azura's wisdom. Her foresight protects me.
I did. What are you about to fight? Well, what's going on? The dialogue canceled itself. Oh, there's a wolf. Lydia, you brought a wolf. You don't need to go get it, Lydia. It's fine.
I see. I'll help if I can.
What is it like being a hero chosen by the Elder Scrolls?
It can be very empowering at first, to know with certainty that you're important, that your life means something.
No
It can
harm
go to your
shall
head
come
if you let it.
for I live under
But it can
Azura's
also be a great burden.
wisdom. Her foresight
What's more,
protects me.
it makes you a
Her
target.
insight
Many will try to take advantage of you, or tell you what your destiny is.
How will I know who to trust?
You are the only one who controls your fate, Dragonborn. Those who understand that may be friends. Those who would take that away from you may simply be misguided, or they may be hidden
For I live
foes.
under Azura's
It is hard to
wisdom.
say.
Her foresight protects me. Her insight.
What do you think of the Skyrim Civil War?
It is a quandary. The Empire is not what it once was under the Septum Line, and I understand why one would wish to escape its yoke. But Jarl Stormcloak has oppressed my people and hungers for power.
No
I do
harm
not trust him
shall
with
come
more
to
of
me,
it.
For I live under Azura's wisdom.
As you
Her
wish.
foresight protects me. Her insight.
Train me in one-handed weapons.
If you are willing to learn.
Okay, I don't... We're already maxed out. I don't know why I was gonna let me do it.
Then farewell for now, Dragonborn.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler. It was not curiosity, but fate that has led you here. May Azura's magic protect you.
Okay,
No
well...
harm shall come to me, for I live under Azura's wisdom. Her foresight protects
Like I
me.
said, this mod was shorter than I expected. It is a nice nod to Morrowind. It shows that the maker of the mod definitely liked and played Morrowind and wanted to represent some kind of homage in Skyrim towards it. I do think that representation of the Nerevarine is very idealized, which I guess if you did anything other than an idealized version like that, it might come off as a little fan-fiction-y. So I understand why they went with that kind of depiction of him. Because there is no guarantee that he would be an idealized hero type like that. But yeah. Yeah, this was a nice little mod. But okay. That being said, This is where I'm calling it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.